The next Fortnite live event is a matter of days away, and things are already being revealed about how it's changing the Chapter 6 Season 4 map, which we're not only going to be revealing, but even stranger things are happening, confirming the connection between OG's storyline going forward and our normal Battle Royale seasons that you definitely won't want to miss out on. Not to mention a bunch more crazy leaks about Chapter 6 Season 4 to do with all of the update schedule being revealed finally instead of just a few. Even Season 4 outfits already revealed in this final update of Season 3, and let's not of course forget details going forward all the way to Chapter 7, including the Simpsons season. Just before we dive into it all though, thank you to everyone rocking code FM1 in the shop. It not only means the world to me and my dog Charlie the charcoal pug, so much so that we got a giant cutout of the code, and don't forget we have the FM1 Squad Discord now where we give away 1000 V-Bucks most days. The one lucky person who follows the giveaway rules and proves they have code FM1 entered in the code FM1 proof channel. Starting out, if it wasn't already obvious, at Demon's Domain, the timer is above here now, but not in lobby at the time of me recording this video, obviously counting down until August 2nd where doors open at 2 PM Eastern time for the live event where we can actually load in, and then it occurring 30 minutes later at 2:30 PM Eastern time. A cracking event has been anticipated for literally chapters in Fortnite, and it's finally happening as revealed in the short trailer, alongside some of the destruction that it'll be causing when coming through this portal seemingly at the centre of Demon's Domain. In terms of the size of this event, before we reveal more stages going forward before it happens, which are going to interest a lot of you, involving potentially the return of Kevin the Cube, obviously for this next theme season, which we have even more confirmation for, Chapter 6 Season 4. The live events in Chapter 6 so far have been varied in terms of their size, scale, or ultimately impact or hype even building up to them on the island. For instance, the start one of Chapter 6 Season 1, this portal on the outskirts of Warriors Watch did not have a timer above it, nor any real social media posts hyping it up, but everybody knew to attend this location where Jade was freed, and then we saw a final showdown-like battle between Shogun X and Daigo. Then in Chapter 6 Season 2 Lawless, Daigo wasn't done and wanted to harness the power of the Zero Shard, which he believed resided inside the Spirit Realm, and because of this, equipped the Mask of Power after repairing it at Mask Meadows, and made his way over to the portal at Magic Mosses, which he opened, entered, and obviously this was a part of a quest, but then unlocked as a cinematic where we saw him succumb to the thrall of the Dark Presence, or it take over him, and become this item shop new variant that we've seen now finally rotate, and also appears in this form as a boss in-game. Galactic Battle, our month-long collab Star Wars season, was different as we did get a timer for the first time in Chapter 6 for a live event, and then it was obviously quite big, destroying this giant Death Star on the outskirts of the island, crashing down and hitting this portal that was activated, which is the reason Daigo was able to make his way back onto the island, and thus obviously made what we see now in Chapter 6 Season 3. And speaking of what we see, these monolith kind of structures that are hovering above the ground, these are going to be more so activated, or maybe are when you're watching this video, to be all connected before the live event actually happens. These monolith structures are not just in this particular area, although they are forming a cube, however, implying the return of the last reality, which looks like it's definitely going to be happening based off of people pointing out that history always seems to be repeating itself, and the markers of what made up cube drawings across our previous Fortnite islands are now made up of these monolith structures right here in Chapter 6. Don't forget as well, we're about to enter Chapter 1 Season 5 where the cube first appeared in Fortnite OG, and this is very relevant now as in OG we've seen the red rift, you know, the different one that appeared in the sky than the blue one that we previously saw for the first time anyways at the end of the Season 4 Blastoff events. It not only infected the Lonely Lodge area that we saw a smaller red rift, but has now teleported the Tomato Head structure in Tomato Town to the Chapter 6 island, which basically confirms, like previously theorized, that Chapter 6 going forward and OG that we see as a mode are connected in terms of their storylines or lore. Even before the Blastoff event taking place once again in Fortnite OG, we knew things were brewing up differently with these blinking bunkers in Wailing Woods. So hopefully now, with these stories being connected right in front of everybody's eyes, can everyone understand that things going forward are going to be even more so connected on the lead up to Chapter 7. But before we get ahead of ourselves and talk about that in the Simpsons season, we have some interesting information regarding the event itself. Apparently it's only going to be 72.4 megabytes in terms of size, but don't be disappointed because music and voice lines are already encrypted. This event is already shaping up to be bigger than any mini event we've had in Chapter 5 or Chapter 6 so far, according to data miners. And with us knowing the Kraken is going to be making an appearance, with this portal actually going through phases or stages of the cracks appearing more so underneath Demon's Domain. According to Fortori, an event spoiler, after the event a new quest appears, investigate the tentacle. That huge tentacle is part of the monster Daigo was trying to release onto the island. We should check it out. With Daigo being our main antagonist and involved in this season's event, obviously at the location where he resides as a boss in game, in 36.30, our final update of Chapter 6 Season 3 Super, we did get a free select collectible style surrounding the Mask Maker Daigo outfit being an unmasked variant if you already owned him, but if you didn't, then if you purchased him from the shop it will come along with this variant now. And also with the introduction of Ninja's event in Fortnite Blitz, for those that already own the Ninja outfit originally, you'll have received the Blitz boss variant looking like this, or when you buy it from the shop in future, the Ninja outfit, if you don't already own it, it will come along with this style. According to data miners right now, apparently we have a free Battle Ready Supernovas loading screen which is being granted to players, which is obviously a nice free reward and incentive to log in like we've seen with the previous live event reward loading screens, obviously before they actually commence, basically showing some sort of development toward the end of the season or this event actually occurring. The loading screens don't stop there though, as apparently these two are also going to be granted tomorrow on the 31st of July, or perhaps when you're watching this video. I'm guessing all the loading screens are going to be available until the end of this season, obviously on August 7th. As you know, the live event occurs before this, and we're going to be seeing the map changes that are caused by it develop into the Chapter 6 Season 4 trailer in the final days. One of these changes we know for sure, and also an outcome of the live event itself, is that Daigo will appear at the bottom of the Citadel after the Super Showdown event, meaning bro has literally survived. The story writing of Chapter 6 so far has honestly been something I don't think a lot of people have been able to argue with, and we finally know who has been pulling the strings behind the scenes, and no, it's not just been Charlie Wen being the new CCO after Donald Mustard retired, who obviously kickstarted the Fortnite storyline in the first place. As this user pointed out, it's Steve Danusa, I think that's how you pronounce it, and they were hired in November of last year and have been writing the Chapter 6 storyline ever since, alongside assist from Charlie Wen the CCO and other writers, and Steve apparently used to be the main writer of World of Warcraft. This obviously means he's already thought out the direction of the story going forward, even beyond Chapter 6 Season 4 being our alien bug invasion themed season, which is being teased now in the storyline in other aspects thanks to Hope's paintings. And as you can see, this particular painting added in 36.30 obviously shows these alien bugs, actually foreshadowing they're going to be arriving on our island in the very near future. As you all may or may not know, we do have 3 passes releasing on the same day like we did at the start of this season, but with the release of Chapter 6 Season 4, Season 5 OG, and also a brand new Lego pass which apparently is going to be summer themed according to data miners. Sadly, the cosmetics coming along with this haven't got leaked, but we do have some Season 4 outfits already leaked correlating to this Season 4 bug theme season. Firstly, we have Agent Weaver, which you can see is one of the outfits off the Fortnite surveys, and not only that, but has the logo of like the bug extermination kind of company on the left of her chest. And then we also have the male counterpart being Agent Webb, again with this company logo on his chest, which I'm guessing is going to be a big faction next season, obviously to do with exterminating the bugs that are invading the island. I believe these 2 skins are going to be item shop, but then we also have another outfit as well, which is the Season 4 starter pack, which will be replacing the current one. As you can see, it's called Polly, this outfit, and is dressed like a bee with the black and yellow colour theme, obviously striped across like what she's wearing on her torso, the Lego variant. And then we have the Honey Scepter pickaxe, which is basically a beehive with bees literally surrounding it instead of being implied through the colour scheme of this character, and the Sunflower back bling, again with bees surrounding what seems to be a sunflower. Honestly, next season's going to be crazy as we have a bunch of updates. Literally all the downtime dates announced right now, so August 7th when it rolls around will be the release of Chapter 6 Season 4, August 26th will be version 37.10, September 9th will be version 37.20, September 16th version 37.30, August 3rd 37.40, August 14th 37.50, and then November 1st, the final smaller downtime update, version 37.51. This means Chapter 6 Season 4 is going to be the longest season of Chapter 6 that we've seen thus far, being around 3 months long, until on November 1st, supposedly this same day as the 37.51 update, we're going to be seeing the Simpsons season drop, which apparently is going to be on a smaller island, like a reload size map. It would be completely safe to assume that Homer Simpson is going to be in this battle pass, as we not only have his iconic, well, favourite food teased in this poster around Utopia City, obviously being a donut, with then the theme of the next season before we enter the Simpsons themed season, Chapter 6 Season 4, implied through the sprinkles on the donut being bugs for the bug invasion themed season. Of course, with the Simpsons mini season only being a month long, starting on November 1st, Chapter 7 is starting the next month, as every chapter starts in December at the end of the year on December 2nd. Just like Chapter 2 Remix, when we went back there last year, it ended with a live event then transitioning into Chapter 6, and that's exactly also what we're going to be seeing with this Simpsons mini season. With the updates further confirmed by Hypex also posting about them, Season 4 is long and has Halloween mid-season. This obviously means the Fortnitemares update, which I'm guessing is going to be going live with 37.50, the final update of the season, on October 14th. The reason I predict this is because Fortnitemares 2024 on the Chapter 5 island started on October 12th, 2024, which is like 2 days prior, so it's usually around the same time of mid-October that these Halloween events actually start. Perhaps they don't leave it until this final update of Chapter 6 Season 4, however, as Sheena did post that a special Fortnite update is set to be released on Friday, October 3rd, and this update could bring the Fortnitemares update, although it would be quite early compared to most other years, which we've previously mentioned, and obviously this would mean then a longer Fortnitemares event, as if they start it at the beginning of October, I'm guessing they'd leave it running or active until the end of the season on November 1st. Drop a like if you're hyped and subscribe for more with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any future uploads, but don't forget I'm an Epic partner, so enter code FM1 in the shop now. It not only means the world to me and my dog Charlie the charcoal pug, so much so that we got a giant cutout of the code, and don't forget we have the FM1 Squad Discord now where we give away 1000 V-Bucks most days to one lucky person who follows the giveaway rules and proves they have code FM1 entered in the code FM1 proof channel. In terms of other videos, click either of these two YouTubes recommended you on screen, it's a good suggestion whilst you wait for the very next upload I do publish here on the channel.